Hi, it's Sean D'Souza from Psychotactics.com, and today we're going to talk about visuals and conversion. So we're going to look at what are visuals and then how do they really help with conversion. And we don't have to go very far. We just go to your newspaper, open your newspaper, and there you'll see it on the front page. Graphic after graphic after graphic after graphic. There are 5, 6, 7, 8 graphics just on the front page of your newspaper. And it doesn't matter where you live on the planet. You'll find that newspapers use graphics except in certain sections of the newspaper, and you tend to flip over those pages very quickly unless you're looking for something, and then you tend to go and read that information. Most of the time you're kind of flipping, and this is exactly what people are doing on your sales page. They're skimming. They're not flipping, they're skimming. And you have to somehow slow them down. You have to get them to read, look at something. And what better tool to do that than to use graphics or visuals? So today's agenda is simply the types of visuals that we can use. That's the first thing. The second are the key components of a visual. And finally, the PALM test. So let's go to the first topic, which is the types of visuals that you can use. What are the types of visuals? The first type, the photos, graphics, and videos. Let's start off with photos. Client photos are very, very, very powerful because client photos essentially, they are like a mirror to your website. So people look at those photos and go, that guy looks like me, but he feels like me. There is this people liking people. So you get those type of clients. And of course then, you can start to look at products or objects like the salmon in the middle of a sales letter. People start to look at it because it's interesting. So they're looking at objects, they're looking at people, and that's how photos act. But you might say, well, I don't sell products, I sell services. So what am I going to do? Well, you can use graphics. Now, graphics can show you a sequence, as you can say, it's going from top to bottom, left to right. There's nothing fancy about these graphics. There are circles and nice pretty colors and lines. Think about it that way. Pack shots. These pack shots were actually created on the computer. You get software that can do this stuff. You know, you don't have to be a fancy graphic designer to create graphics that'll slow customers down and get them to read stuff. And graphics, like cartoons, will create a mood, of course. So you can start to see how graphics give you a very quick understanding of what's on the page. You just look at the graphic and it gives you an idea. It gives you a feeling. And you can have graphics for bonuses. You can have graphics that go inside a book and show you what's inside that book, like Chuck Green's book. It shows you stuff very quickly. It's visual. You can start to see the contents of a course, contents of a service, contents of anything. You take screenshots of your notes, perhaps. Maybe the media that you're using, like notes, audio, forum, mind maps, cartoons, checklist, video, email. You're giving people an understanding very quickly. Even bonuses, for instance. People tend to just put the bonuses there. They just list them. Well, have graphics. And of course, there's video usage. Now, in today's world, there's no reason why you shouldn't be using video. Video is so effective. So let's take a look at video and see how effective video really is.
Hello everyone. Maybe about 3 years ago I bought The Brain Audit and read it, and it made me feel really smart. It certainly changed the way I thought about marketing from then on. So when Sean came out with a new version 3.2, I wondered if it would be worth it. I mean, what new stuff could he put in it that would make it make even more sense?
So you see how quickly that video got across a point? Let's end off today's topic with a summary. We started off with photos, we started looking at client photos, and we saw how they were a mirror to your website. We looked at objects, we looked at product shots, lots of ways that you can slow people down. If you've got a service, you can show a sequence, you can show technical facts, you can show contents of whatever the service has, the media that you're using to get the service across. You can create a mood with cartoons or graphics or fonts. And of course, that has been brought to you by Psychotactics.com. and go to psychotactics.com and find more goodies there. Bye for now.